Hello trader, what I'm about to share with you in this lesson is a game changer that can guarantee up to 90 to 95% profitability. Imagine you becoming consistently profitable because you are trading a proven method trading strategy that will eliminate all uncertainty and frustration that you have experienced in your previous trading. That is exactly what I'm about to share with you in this video using this simple strategy of just your commodity channel index. Alright, so let's dive into what we have to share, and this is how to go about it. First of all, this is how the interface of my chart look like. And I believe in order for you to get this indicator setting, we'll go to indicator and we'll have our indicator window. The first is our relative strength index. The period is 9, you apply to close. The style is 1 pixel, and of course you can see the level 90, 10, 50, 20 and 80. Let this color be your background color. So if your background is white, you make it white just like mine. If it is black, you make it black. Then the second indicator is our commodity channel index. The period is 14, you apply to typical price, high, low, close 3, and your style is 2 pixel. My color is black, you can choose to use any color of your choice. And when you have done all of that, you should have to be looking exactly like mine. So how do we go about making use of our indicators and our window? First of all, you need to look at the positioning of my screen. Okay, so your screen should be positioned under your 1 hour time frame because this is a mobile trading strategy. So this is where your screen is, and that should be the position of your screen. And your zoom level is zoom level 3. What that means is if I zoom in completely, this is zoom level 1. Okay, this is zoom level 2, and this is zoom level 3. So every entry I'll be making my entry on zoom level 3. Okay, so the function of our indicator window is this. Whenever there is a confluence, for instance, if we are looking for a selling opportunity after considering the direction of the market and we'll have a pullback, if we are having a selling opportunity, we are looking for opportunity to sell. Once price pull back, once the commodity channel index line, which debit price movement, pulls back to 80 and 90 zone, we are looking for opportunity to sell. But we don't just sell immediately. It's a combination of a price action. So we need a particular price action to give us a confirmation, which can be any of the candlestick pattern. And for instance, if we are looking for opportunity to buy, not just buying randomly, but buying after an analysis. For example, a price is around the level of for us to buy. We want to see commodity channel index at around the level of 10 and 20 RSI, and is pulling out of that zone. Then give us a confirmation for buy. So that is how simple. And whenever the price pull to our 50 level, it's our take profit 1. And then when you get to 80, I'll take profit 2. So that is how to use the indicator window. So now this is how to go about it. First of all, it is important that you mark out area of resistance. So one of the way you can do that easily, first you can zoom to your zoom level 2. You can zoom in once. Great. This is zoom level 2. So you can have an overview of how the price has been moving. So I'm going to mark out my support and resistance. Okay, so this is my support and resistance zone now that I am marking it out. So mark out your area of support and your area of resistance. So the shaded portion is my area of support and my area of resistance. So this is a current price scenario. Now I've marked my area of support and resistance. Okay, and here is another one. Now there are valid zone of support and resistance, and there are some zones that are not valid. So how do we know the valid zone? We know the valid zone where there is a liquidity sweep. Okay, where there is a liquidity sweep, also based on the price movement, how price take off from that particular zone is what validates it either to be a valid zone or not. So we must put all of that into consideration. And I'll be sharing more details in the subsequent video how you can determine a valid support and resistance, valid order block, so you can know when and how exactly to position your trade. So first we have marked out now our area of support and resistance. Number two, what do? You look out and identify the trend. Now if you look at this price, you will realize that over time price has been in a downtrend. And of course here now you can see a lower high, lower low, lower high, another lower low here, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and this. So we have established what direction of the price is. And as well in the subsequent video still to come, we'll be looking at how we can use our moving average 20, moving average 20 exponential and that of 10 to analyze our trend and also to time in our entry. So now that we have identified our trend, we know that we are in a downtrend. Okay, so if we are to connect our trend line, definitely we would have something like this, right? So if we connect our trend line, this is what we will have. Okay, so the fact that price break out of this zone at the moment, price has break out of this trend line, did not invalidate the fact that we are in a downtrend. So this breakout, we haven't begin any bullish movement yet. Remember, we mark our trend in order to identify the trend and then we mark out our support and resistance. So what do we do and how do we take advantage of it? Anytime price put to your area of resistance here, now we have a resistance up here. This is a resistance, price put to there. What do you look out for? We want to see a candlestick pattern. And what candlestick pattern we want to see? We want to see that a bearish engulfing candle or a bearish pin bar. So in this scenario, here we have a bearish engulfing candle. See this candle that closed bearish. It engulfed the previous candle. So when we have that scenario, the next thing we look at, we will now look at our indicator window. And when I said, once we see that happen, we'll now look at our indicator window. And this is the indicator window I'm talking about. We want to see our commodity channel index line around the zone of 80 to 90. Once that is established and it has come down to 80 zone, which is by the close of this candlestick formation, we will make our sell entry. So we have this and we have resistance here. These are resistance and we have this candle formation. That is our entry trigger. So we are selling from that zone and our stop loss is above that particular direction. So that alone is a trading strategy. And so you see now, so and whenever price is in our support, just as in this case, I'm trying to zoom out so that it can be both for you to see. Ideally, I'm supposed to use zone level 3. Now you can see that price, first of all, created a support here. And now that we have this support in place, this support is in place, price went to the upside and came back into this zone in order to push up. So if price gave us such scenario, we have a confirmation. So this came with a bearish pin bar. And this bearish pin bar, which you are seeing here, is our entry trigger for a buy. So you will now buy at the close of this. Your stop loss is below here. you can see how it moves. So you can see how powerful and how simple this trading strategy is. And of course, look at this particular one. Price come to that resistance and gave us an engulfing candlestick pattern. You can see it, this bearish engulfing from that zone, and this, you can see that price is moving smoothly. So you can see how this thing works. But however, do not trade against the trend. Always determine the trend of the market. Now this is crash 1000. What our first responsibility? We want to identify the trend. And as we can see in this scenario, crash 1000 is buying. Crash 1000 is buying. So what do? We are in an uptrend. Okay, so you can mark out necessary support and resistance as well. Here, of course, I'm marking this because price came down here. So we'll mark out the zones, support and resistance zone. So these are area of support and resistance. So we are waiting for price to come in order for us to decide. But presently, price have not come back to that zone. Okay, so what we want to see is price will come to this zone, and we want to see our CCI around this zone. Then we need a confirmation candle for us to buy to the upside because it is an uptrend. Okay, this is GBP USD, and let's zoom in. Price is bullish. Okay, the price is buying, and what do? We will mark out our support zone. Price have a test here, so we have that support zone, and of course we have another support here, which is also our other block. So we can mark them on and on and on. So what do we want to see? For us to have a buy, we want to see price pull down into. So we want to see them pull down to that zone, and afterward give us this push to the upside. So that is exactly what we are expecting to see. So you can see that in the previous movement, that price has done, here we have the push. Price pulled down to this zone, and of course look at what we were having. We have it at this level of 10, and we have it at this zone. Okay, and that is that push you have to the upside. So as it is, you can as well see from this case exactly how it works. Okay, this is crash 500 and price has been bullish. Of course, you can see that this is an uptrend. You can see the movement of price in this direction, which indicate that we are in an uptrend. So what next? You zoom level 3, you now use it to find your entry. Can you see what I'm talking about? You can see that price is here, and look at this candlestick formation. We have a pin bar up there. We have a pin bar here, and you will realize that we have a support here because price has come down to this point before. It went up. This is the second time it's retesting the place. Then we'll have this by double pin bar for our confirmation, and this is it playing out. So I believe you have learned something new. Thank you for watching this video, and please do not forget to give it a like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification so you'll be the first to get notified. See you in our subsequent video.